They say that inside a hidden, centuries-old mansion, there is a mysterious clock that counts down exactly how close your death is. It sits within a centuries-old estate deep in the jungle, surrounded by frozen time, where the only movement is the growth of cobwebs and settling dust. Arjun, a local skeptic, broke the mansion's silence to find a tarnished brass plaque with a single rule: it ticks only for the dying. He fled the grounds in absolute terror, but the next morning, the village elder, tied to the clock's sudden ticking, abruptly passed away. This sequence illustrates a specific psychological trap. When foreknowledge of a disaster is viewed as an absolute sentence, the human instinct is to freeze, which creates the very conditions necessary for the tragedy to occur. The village reacted by isolating the mansion entirely, treating it as a zone of inevitable doom that should never be observed or questioned. Arjun, however, found his terror replaced by a need to understand the mechanism. He returned to the clock to study its behavior. He found the hands pointing in a specific geographic direction, locked onto the village school. This discovery forces a choice in perspective. Is an omen a sealed guarantee of the future, or an unread data point waiting for a human response? Arjun raced to the school and forced an immediate evacuation, ignoring the confusion and skepticism of the teachers and students as he cleared the building. Seconds later, the heavy timber and tile roof suffered a total structural failure, collapsing into the empty classrooms. This outcome defines actionable foreknowledge. The clock predicts a fatal trajectory, but it does not mandate the death. Human agency acts as the variable that breaks the predicted path. Destiny, in this context, is a calculation of probabilities rather than a fixed point. The clock functions as an early warning system, shifting the curse into a tool for survival that requires active intervention. Arjun began visiting the mansion daily, using the clock's data to identify and prevent accidents across the village. His reputation transformed. The village no longer saw a madman. They saw a protector whose presence made the future feel manageable. Then came a morning where the clock spun erratically before pointing directly at Arjun himself. At that exact moment, a major rupture in the upriver dam sent a wall of floodwater toward the valley. Arjun realized he could use his knowledge to save himself, but doing so would mean abandoning his role as the intervention variable for the rest of the village. Arjun chose to ignore the instinct for self-preservation, heading into the path of the water to organize the evacuation. He found a young girl trapped in a stranded boat as the currents reached their peak. He used his remaining physical strength to reach the boat and secure the girl's passage to the safety of the shore. After ensuring she was safe, Arjun was caught in the center of the surge and swept away by the floodwaters. Arjun traded his own remaining time to secure a future for the people he served. When the villagers eventually returned to the mansion, they found the clock's hands had finally stopped. A new inscription appeared on the brass plaque: "He who saves others' lives before his own, his time never ends." Some villagers believe Arjun is gone. Others believe he has become the permanent, unseen guardian of the mansion's warnings. Immortality lives in the way a single act reshapes the timeline for those who remain. Arjun's intervention changed the village's history permanently. This story serves as a reminder to reframe your own fears and warnings. They are invitations to intervene and change the trajectory of your own story.